Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Penn State. And he'll get forward for a couple. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. They send the tight end in motion. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
McCarthy now to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck to this pass rush.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to...
Big opening up the middle. And he's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his second touchdown of the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Shaheed in motion. Back to the air one more time. Throwing right. It's taken in. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he...
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So That's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
That's down the field and intercepted. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of the... Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That is a big gainer for the Saints. 35 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's going to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's going to have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
By Brian Brazil, a loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the Saints' 44-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9. That is caught. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Shaheed in motion. Now, faking the give. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
He'll grab it at the 12. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Look them up on a second down and 8. Now McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone. And if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll take this to about the 28. Kool-Aid McKinstry up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And the down inside the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Vikings will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. It's Carl Granderson this time to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a give on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
A 42-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. In motion, Peoples-Jones. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display.
And he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's McCarthy. There's Jefferson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first down with Jones. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. Returnable from the 17. Inside the 35. And what a return. He sets up the offense inside the red zone. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he'll be brought down. What will be... They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Shaheed in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown 6. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Vikings 17. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Whoa! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bring it back.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What I loved most about this was just the ability of the quarterback, Mike, to so quickly go through his progression. You see early on at the top of his drop, his eyes are downfield. Quickly realizes there's not a lot of opportunities downfield. Check it down to your back and see if he can pick up the rest after the catch and move the chains with his legs. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. back to the air once more on second down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New Orleans. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a give up the middle, and he's got it. First down, a pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Saints will take over possession here at the 44.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point,
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
that's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, They know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge.
And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints add on to their already sizable lead.
Vikings 17. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close, They're protecting the sticks. Let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, his defense will certainly take it.
And he's so close to breaking the play, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.